Hey guys, it's Jenny. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about Love is Blind Season 6. So, I think the show is getting really weird. And I think that a lot of people are definitely coming on here for fame, for Instagram followers. And I think that this season shows that more than ever. I don't think anybody has pure intentions of finding love. And I think that the ones that do find love, it's just random. I don't think they meant to. I think it just kind of happened. But for the majority of the cast, I think that they're just here for fame. So, my video today is to talk about the stuff that I think a lot of people are thinking about this cast, but some people may be too afraid to vocalize because everybody is just so sensitive. So, yeah. Okay. So I just went ahead and Googled the cast, and I'm just gonna click on the people one by one and just tell y'all what I think about their time on the show. So yeah, this is Jimmy here. So I think Jimmy, obviously, after all this stuff came out about him potentially having a, wait a minute, hold on, is that Jimmy or is that the other? I can't see the pictures that well because I'm using the studio thing. Hold on a second. Oh no, don't do this. Hold on a second. Okay, Jimmy. Wait, they have these pictures wrong, I think. Hold on a second here. They have it wrong, and they also won't let me scroll down for some odd reason. But anyway, so yeah, let's just start with Jimmy. Jimmy's the one that chose Chelsea, but obviously, I think it's very apparent that he regretted his decision from the get-go. I think that the only reason he chose Chelsea is because she didn't have kids. Because it was super obvious that whenever the other young lady that he was dating would talk about her daughter, he would just totally space out. And he made some really slick comments about how Chelsea having a ex-husband was the least of his concerns. So I think it's pretty obvious that he just wasn't into the fact that the other girl had a kid, and I think that if she didn't have a kid, he would have 100% chose her. And I think that the moment he walked down the little aisle thingy for the marriage, he 100% regretted his decision. He seemed disgusted by this girl Chelsea from the moment he laid eyes on her, and it just continued to get worse throughout their time together. It was just embarrassing. I felt a lot of secondhand embarrassment for her and him and Chelsea the whole time that I was watching the show. So I don't know. There doesn't seem to be any true feelings from this guy that he actually wanted to get married. He just kind of seems like a party guy. Like he just wants to have friends and just mingle. He never really, in my opinion, he never really seemed very sincere about any of these women. Not even the other girl that he almost chose. Like, I don't know. I got very bad vibes from this guy, and I think that he was kind of a tool. I mean, the girl Chelsea, we'll talk about her next, but she clearly has some emotional issues as well. But I just feel like the way he handled things was just not a good look at all. So that's my thoughts on him. Let's go back to here. Wait, what? So obviously these pictures are not right on Google. Like that's not Chelsea and that wasn't Jimmy. Like I'm not crazy here. I was like, that doesn't look like him, but I can't see it that well. But that's not Chelsea. We all know what Chelsea looks like. She's the one that made the Megan Fox comment. I think that Chelsea in the beginning was potentially a little bit full of herself just because two guys were choosing her. And I think that she actually liked the other guy. I don't even remember his name right now. I'm pretty sure we'll get to him in a second. But I think that she liked him initially more than Jimmy. But I think that when she found out that Jimmy was in competition with two other women, it just became a competition for her. Like a high school type of thing. Like, I have to get the guy. So, I mean, ultimately, it wouldn't have mattered because both guys were not good men, in my opinion. Like, they were both bad picks. But I really don't think that she chose based on her heart. I think she chose just based on a competition because she wanted to get his attention over the other girl that he was also involved with. So it's obvious that Chelsea has some type of like issues, like emotional attachment issues. I don't know if that's from her previous relationship, her ex-husband, but it seems like she is very clingy, and Jimmy did call her out about being clingy, and it's very obvious that she's clingy, and it's like she just kind of nitpicks a lot. I mean, but I did feel her. I did feel her pain in some of the clips. Like, it's obvious he wasn't into her, but it's like she tried to drag it on like he was into her, but it kind of just backfired and made her look even worse than she already was looking by staying on the show with a guy that clearly had no interest in her at all, from my opinion. So, yeah, we all can Google all the stuff that's being said about her, how she needs therapy and she needs help, and the whole Megan Fox thing was a bit much, but I don't know. That's just my opinion on her. Okay, Jessica. So, again, I'm not sure if these pictures on Google are accurate, but I think Jessica is the one that married the... Okay, I'm just going to say black guy because I can't remember his name. And I'm not racist. I'm mixed. I'm half black and half white, so I feel like I can touch on some of these racial situations more unbiasedly than some people just because I'm mixed. So I'm pretty sure Jessica's the one that got with the black guy, and I don't think that they were ever that into each other. I don't think they were ever physically attracted to each other. And I'm not even sure. I kind of just feel like she also may have done this for, like, attention, because she does not give me any kind of vibes that she's interested in black men at all. Like, it's very obvious. She's not familiar with the culture. And for her to sit here and say that she's, like, a touchy-feely type of person, but showed absolutely zero interest in this guy, like, it's almost like she just did it because she had to. I think that her intentions were also not the best here, and I don't buy into anything that either of them were saying. So, there's that. Let me see. Just one second. Sorry about that. So, who do we have next? This is crazy. So this is saying this is Laura, but that guy looks like somebody from season 1. So I don't know what is going on here with Google and these people, but that's definitely not Laura. But I think the girl Laura, same situation as Chelsea. I think that she literally only wanted to be with the guy because it became more of a competition because he couldn't choose between her and the other female that he was dating. I didn't really have any bad vibes from Laura. She did seem like a little bit over the top in some aspects, but also, like, I can understand why, because she was being treated very poorly, and the dude that she was talking to, again, I don't remember his name, we'll get to that. I don't think he was ever that into her. I mean, he seemed like he was at the honeymoon, but a lot of people seemed like they're into each other on the honeymoon because, like, there's a lot of drinking involved, so obviously, like, they're not as clear-minded as to when they get back to reality, but I don't think he was ever that into her. I also don't think he was ever that into the other girl that he left her for either. He just kind of seems like fame-seeking a bit as well, as most of these people on this show are. At least the newer seasons. Like, season 1 seemed way more sincere than all the rest of the seasons, but it's just getting way worse. Like, I don't think there's anybody out there that's really gonna apply for this show for anything less than fame, because it's like, boom, they automatically get like 200,000 Instagram followers. They're selling stuff, promoting stuff, so we already know what it is. We know what it is. So Amber, Brittany, I don't even know who Brittany is. I'm sorry. I can't even remember because these pictures are not right. None of these pictures are right. So Johnny, that's not Johnny. That's Matt. And Matt seemed like a straight weirdo. Like, he seemed like a sociopath. Like, the fact that he was proclaiming the same thing to both women, and the fact that he just, like, abruptly left the show. I think that he left the show and met the girl that he left the show for, and I don't think he was probably attracted to her. And it's just odd to me that he would try to come back and talk to the other girl, like, later on. Like, she said on the reunion they had, like, a couple dates and stuff. He probably, like, hit it and quit it. Like, that's my vibe from what she said. Like, I feel like she was probably way more interested in him than he was to her. So that is a vibe that I get from the girl. I don't even know her name because, hold on, let me just pull up my own browser here because these pictures are not right. Just a second. Okay, so what the heck? I don't understand why Google has all of the people wrong. Like, this is odd to me that Google is not correct on this. Hold on, let me click on this and see if it'll show me the pictures correctly. This is weird. I feel like almost every website has the cast members wrong. What? Okay. So Kenneth was, I believe, the guy that Jessica was the black guy that Jessica was dating. Neither one of them ever seemed to be interested in each other at all. I don't remember Mackenzie. I remember they mentioned her at one point in time, but I don't remember. Okay, so it wasn't Jessica. It was Brittany. Brittany is the one with the black guy, I think. And again, they did not seem interested in each other at all. Okay, so AD is the girl that was with... What is his name? The other black guy's name? Gosh, I'm sorry. I should have been a little bit more prepared for this, but I thought that I could just click on Google and see all the names. Clay? I think his name was Clay. Yeah, his name was Clay. Okay. So okay, I have quite a bit of things to say about AD. AD reminds me of like a chameleon. I feel like she literally changes her voice and her personality to match anybody she's around. So in the beginning, I noticed when she was in the dates with Matthew, she was like, oh my god, like Valley, like white girl type of voice. Like I'm not trying to be politically incorrect here, but she literally changed the voice, the tone of her voice to talk to Matthew versus Clay. And when she was with Clay, she's all like urban, like doing slang words, and just her whole lingo would totally change. And to me, she just reminds me of one of those girls in high school, like, I hate to say this because I don't want to be politically incorrect here, but this is just my experience growing up mixed. I saw both sides of things, and I think that AD is one of those girls who wants to be a white girl. Like, she wants to hang out with the white girls, and she's a cheerleader and be like them, but then it's like, it gets awkward because she's also potentially still interested in black men, so she, like, changes her whole persona to hang out with a black guy, I guess, but it just seems like, even on the reunion when she talked about Matthew, like, her whole, he's kind of cute, like, her whole voice changed and everything, so it's like, I think that she needs help. I think she needs therapy to figure out who she is, what she really wants, and I think that she almost made herself look desperate. I don't think she ever wanted Clay. I feel like she only started clinging on to Clay once she realized Matthew was no longer interested in her. Like, I think in the beginning she was just playing around with Clay and just having fun, but I don't think she was ever serious about him until she realized he was the only option left and she wanted to remain on the show. So I really think that AD amongst, maybe like next to Chelsea, like they need the most help therapy-wise. She just seems so desperate and so wanting to be on this show for the wrong reasons. And I hate to say that, but that's just my opinion on that. Okay. So who else do we have here? Hey, no. Hold on a second. I can't see the people's names on the Google thing, so let me go back to this. So I'm looking on the People article. This says Meet the Cast, and I'm not gonna lie, like, I fast forwarded through a lot of the beginning of this, like the first episode. I don't care about the beginning part. I just kind of want to see, like, the meaty part in the middle, like, to see actually who stays and all that, all the good stuff. So, okay, so I guess it was Jeremy, the one that was playing games with the two girls. And, I mean, he definitely seemed like a psychopath, that's for sure. Johnny and his girl, Spanish girl, I have nothing to say about them. They're just normal. They seem like very normal people to me. I didn't think that when they met that they were going to really be attracted to each other, but I'm very surprised that they're the only couple that survived the whole thing, so good for them, I guess. Their conversation about birth control is very strange to me. For her to say that in the reunion that she never got on birth control, he never got a vasectomy, but they figured it out. Like, what does that mean? If y'all figured it out without having to do that, then why even talk about it on the show? Y'all could have just figured it out without even going there. It's just very odd, an awkward thing to talk about. So, yeah. Okay, so Trevor's the weirdo. Trevor's the one that Megan Fox almost picked. I guess. I mean, he told her that he loved her, but then we obviously all saw at the reunion that we found out that he was playing games, he was engaged to somebody else, left the show and immediately tried to marry somebody else, was talking to the girl the whole time he was there, apparently. Like, he just seems also like a weirdo to me. There's something very strange about him, like, ugh, like he just seemed like he'd be a very toxic person to be around. I can understand why, for the most part, why she didn't choose him. But again, I think that she only chose Jimmy, if that's his name. I think that's his name. Yeah. She only chose Jimmy because it was a competition between her and the other girl. And she seems like one of the girls that just wants to win. She just seems like she wants to win things. So that's just my thoughts on that. So I think we touched on everybody, did we? Scrolling through all these people, and I don't see anybody else too much relevance here. I mean, Jessica was the girl that Jimmy almost also was thinking about choosing, but she had a child, and he obviously wasn't interested in that. She's so pretty, but I don't know. Like, I feel like Jessica is honestly like the most realist female on this whole season 6. Like, she knows what she wants, she knows what she deserves, and she doesn't, like, even though she may be one of the only people that has a child on the show, like, she doesn't let that damper her or sway her views or anything. She knows exactly what she wants, so good for her. Good for her. So, yeah, those are my thoughts. Oh, wait. Sarah Ann. Okay, so Sarah Ann was the girl that the other guy left his fiance for, and I think that she just seems very lustuous, if that's a word. I don't know. She just seems like she probably likes attention. She obviously made the video saying that this is reality TV and we did good on this, so I think she was also here for the wrong reasons, and this to me just seemed like a competition for her to get the most subscribers, the most followers, or whatever, like to further her career. I think she did not have any real feelings or interest in any of this thing. I don't think that her and Jeremy were really together the whole year before the reunion was filmed. I think that they just acted like they were to save face, to try to make the situation look okay as to how they both disrespected the other girl. So I don't know. I don't too much care for her. I think she definitely has ill intent. So yeah. All right, that covers it. I hope I didn't offend anybody. These are just my opinions. I know that there's a lot of racial conversations and topics that have arisen this season, and just like every other season. So, yeah, that's my thoughts. Let me know what y'all think about season 6, and I will see you guys next time.